Back to more news of our day here. The tragedy in Lansing that hit very close to home for our firefighters in our area. Departments across the country raising money for the same charity. I want to get back to WSBT-22's Zach Crenshaw. Zach, I know you were speaking with local firefighters today about this, and firefighters were a little shaken up today.
Yeah, and understandably so, Jennifer, after the horrific events in Michigan that took place yesterday. In fact, Mishawaka just finished their Fill the Boot fundraising campaign last week. Many local departments, though, have been focused on the safety for years. The faces of his fellow firefighters tell the story. Lansing's Dennis Rodeman intentionally hit and killed while fundraising.
Dennis was cut down in an instant, doing what he loved.
Rodeman was recently married, only about 2 months ago, and he and his wife are expecting their first child.
At Penn Township Firehouse, the tragedy hits home.
Why would anybody, for any reason, want to mow somebody down like that that's trying to do something good for the public?
Fire Chief John Van Brulaney says his department does the same fundraising Rodeman was doing when he was killed, but they do it differently these days. 2
years ago, we pulled the plug on that, and they no longer stand on the corners to collect for MDA.
The reason?
They felt unsafe being on the corners.
For the first time ever last year, Mishawaka firefighters decided to collect donations on the street, right here at busy intersections. But this year, they returned to business storefronts, in large part because of a decision by the city.
From a public safety standpoint, we thought it was the best thing to do to require the firefighters to follow the same law that everybody else does regarding not doing any panhandling in the public right-of-way.
3 years ago, Elkhart also pulled their firefighters away from the streets, something many departments will now be considering.
I'm sure that a lot of firefighters do feel a little uncomfortable and unsafe in those corners. They should just, reassess how they're doing it and go from there.
Now, I reached out to a number of fire departments in Michigan today. Many of them, Niles Township, Benton Harbor, and St. Joe, are not doing the Fill the Boot fundraiser anymore. They said because of a lack of manpower. All of them, though, expressed to me their sadness when they heard what happened in Lansing. At the live desk, Zach Crenshaw, WSBT 22 News.